how to put public speaking on resume. How do you do that? How do you benefit from being a public speaker and improve and increase your resume? Though it might not seem obvious at first, public speaking continues to be an important skill set for middle managers and above, for people who want to improve in their professional lives for many professions. What I have found, many employers place a premium value on public speaking skills. The candidate with those skills are often placed into a prominent role within the company, simply because so many people are fearful of standing in front of a crowd and delivering a message. Those that are willing to do so usually make 20% more than their counterparts. Public speaking is not a single skill that you can simply list on a resume. It encompasses a variety of skills that combine to make you an effective public communicator. Remember, it's tied to income. By learning to recognize these skills, you can more effectively convey your public speaking ability to any potential employer. Number one, the ability to accurately read your audience. A speaker who can read the room well knows how to stay on the right message, because if people are going into their cell phone while you're speaking, you've lost them. You've lost them. And they'll find out that you aren't necessarily interesting. People will be interested in you if you are interesting. Determine what your audience needs to hear and adjust your words during the speech to accommodate their reaction. What do I mean by that? If you're communicating to a group and they're not paying attention, or you've lost them, say, "Excuse me, who's understanding this so far? Who's with me?" Raise your hand if you're with me. It's a simple gesture like that which will bring people back into you and connect you and your message with them. Articulate presentation of ideas. Those who are articulate connect. Not only to speak clearly, you should be able to convey complex ideas in an understood manner. And sometimes that involves great handouts. It may involve great visuals. But if you put up in your PowerPoint or in your keynote a bunch of statistics or endless bullets, you're going to put people to sleep. Think of your professor in school who droned on and on and on in a monotone voice. Make sure that you speak clearly. And they want to know about an engaging style, someone that moves around as opposed to just standing here like a lump. Monotone voice. Engage the audience, modulate, go up and down, change a little bit. The best public speakers have an engaging presence. They have a style that captures and connects and maintains an audience's attention. Number 4 I want to talk about is the ability to write a speech or presentation. If you are a good writer in conveying and communicating and persuading people with your words, presenting will be easier. It doesn't mean you don't have to be a great writer to be a great speaker. Make sure you don't forget to include key composition skills like research ability, organization of ideas, and storytelling, story selling. This is important. Number 5, knowledge of presentation technology. Are you advanced in using PowerPoint? Do you know what type of projector you've used? How many lumens? Are you skilled at writing up great handouts and getting these printed out for your audience? Do you know all of these elements? Because that increases your value prospectively. No set of public speaking skills is without some familiarity with the technology of today, because people use Keynote if you're a Mac user, or I'm a Mac user, but I like to use PowerPoint because I grew up on it. In my career as a speaker, I have relied on PowerPoint because many of the organizers, the old PC users, use that, whereas sometimes people run into technology. So I would suggest, if you are a PC user, list PowerPoint proficiency and expertise. If you're a Mac user and if you want to go work for Apple, then obviously you need to understand Keynote. But PowerPoint still is the dominant presentation platform today around the world. Skills in the area of presentation slides and managing a presentation, critical. Because you need to be able to fix your own presentations if something happens technically. And if you can explain that in your resume, in your interview with your prospective employer, they're going to be put at ease. Because I remember the old story of years ago when the CEO, Steve Jobs of Apple, was presenting. And there was somebody that put together his presentation. They had screwed up and there was a blackout during the presentation. Now, I don't know if that person lasted another hour at Apple because Steve Jobs had a huge audience presenting the rollout of a new product. Check your presentation, check your technology. Ensure everything works. And if you can list that on your resume, and if you can list that to a prospective employer, you're going to stand out. Now let me give you a couple examples of public speaking skills on a resume. Well-honed public speaking skills developed over the course of a 10-year career as a sales trainer, marketing consultant, and seminar speaker. So you've mentioned 10 years, you were a sales trainer, a marketing consultant, and a seminar speaker. So that shows longevity because many people would crash and burn in that time. Here's another: presented technical studies and project proposals several times a year at XYZ Corporation. So you not only did this, it wasn't a one-off deal, it was multiple times you presented publicly to a group of people, hence public speaking, live to a group. Another one: created and led mentor advisory board at ABC Incorporated, and I trained more than 100 corporate mentors, 100 corporate executives. High end, I'm articulating a number over a period of time, and I led this group of high-end people to perform better. I conducted a client employee workshop for ABC Corp annually, and quarterly I communicated and conducted seminars in the area of CED, corporation's benefits package. Whatever it is, you write it out. I conducted and effectively got a satisfaction score of 94%. Well, you can verify this. Another one you may want to consider in your resume: skilled in presentation, composition, communications technology, including PowerPoint and Keynote, and engaged the audience with my articulate thoughts. Now, this was all provable and verifiable based on the evaluations. These are great examples. I want to hear your stories. What happened to you in your career using public speaking as a key asset in your resume? What did you list? I would be very interested in seeing what you listed on your resume so we can share and engage with the group here. How to put public speaking on your resume. We'll see you in the next video.